For the sake of Princess Fear and forever. She has begun exhibiting very strange behavior.
We are not growing cacti, Ginger Boss. We traded all of our potatoes.
Oh, come now, Mr. Left. Or should I call him Charles? Never mind.
Do you have any specialty meats for sale? So I tells him, I've got
I'm afraid I must press on with the urgent matter this letter pertains to. My name is...
Soon, it'll be home.
A book is a tool most powerful, and in the hands of a master wordsmith, an author can use a book to inspire hope, adventure, mystery. A book in the hands of a wordsmith can spawn revolutions, lull an upset child to sleep, can even send us on amazing journeys to places we can only dream of. But what if the book writes itself? And what if that book demands fear of its reader? What if the book demands death? Ooh, the scratching of the quill. I hear it. I hear it writing. When I look, nothing. Scribbling. Can't read it. Scratching the quill. Shh. But no words. I can't read them. No words. Just scratching and scribbling. And... the blood! Oh Lord, the blood! Blood everywhere. I can't get it off. My hands, my arms, my face, covered in blood. And always with this cursed scratching. The blood drips. It oozes. It runs and I can't stop it. So much blood everywhere. How can one body hold this much? Every surface covered. I too dripping with the blood of this cursed quill. I taste its metallic tang on my throat. I must rid myself of it. Must clean the blood. Stop the scratching. Must clean. Must clean the blood. Aha! The swamp. The wonderful, cool swamp water. Ah, wondrous swamp, how you cleanse me of the blood and scratching. It has stopped. Oh, thank you. There is a tale to rouse scorn, the tale of a book most macabre, a book of evil which drives mental madness, feeding from their fears and thriving from their death, and it's always watching, awaiting a chance to strike again. So reader, beware.
Hello, hooligans, and welcome home. And we are back in the Kingdom of Scorn. And I'm so excited to be back here. It has been absolutely so long since we have been back here. And I have not really seen it in Germsy's texture pack as much either. So, firstly, I would like to thank our intro people. So, that intro was actually the first intro that you guys have heard that was written by Foxy Monoxide. So she has been on the writing team for a couple of weeks now, and that is the first thing that you guys have got to experience that Foxy has done. She is taking over the story for Scorn, and she also plays Celine Adrillion, so the Red Witch, the Red Queen of Scorn. So if that's why the name sounds familiar, that is who she is. So she takes over, she rules over the whole place anyway. So why not write the stories? And I would also like to thank so much, because I'm so excited to have him around. That was Nero the Hero doing the voiceovers for that. So Nero and I have known each other for a little while now, and probably a couple years now, and I actually met him doing a voiceover thing. So we did a collaboration for our friend Zero Score. He takes like the old Final Fantasy games that don't have voiceovers, and then he plays through all of them. He cuts out all the like random battles and stuff, and then he basically just lays out the story. He takes a bunch of YouTubers and live streamers and stuff. We'll take them and have them do character voices. So we actually played twin brothers in Final Fantasy VI. So I played Edgar and he played Sabin, and it was a lot of fun. But we got to hang out and we got to know each other a little better too, and we've been like on each other's Twitter for a long time, and I have been wanting to get him in this series for a while, and I finally found a character that could do it. So, and in honor of his awesomeness, I am actually naming that character Nero. So the voiceover that you just heard is our narrator for the story of Scorn, which we're going to get into in just a minute. We have some stuff to talk about. But yeah, so I am actually going to name that narrator Nero. So thank you, Nero, so much, and you guys will hear more from him, because every Scorn story is going to have a narration. So you guys will get to hear more from Nero as well. So, Scorn. Oh my goodness, Scorn. We're gonna talk a little bit about the story for Scorn. So, the story for Scorn actually started a couple of months ago. And, sorry, I'm just letting you guys know what I'm doing build-wise. I'm laying out some builds, because I need to start planning out these cities a little bit better. But, so, story for Scorn. Story for Scorn started out a couple of months ago, and it had to do with this build right here. So this is the Serpent Inn, which is just this big old giant inn, and Germsy, yeah, I forgot, all this turns into dirt, which is actually kind of cool. I don't know, I like the look of it. It looks a little more run down. But anyways, yeah, so the Serpent Inn. So I built this thing at request from Sunfire, who is my co-writer. You guys know that. One of the co-writers. And he created this story for the character of the innkeeper a while back, and I really, really enjoyed it. And this innkeeper had stolen a book. And, well, not really stolen, like, it had come to him, basically. And so we wanted to play that into the story of Scorn. And so how we are doing that is that there is a character that you guys have not yet met. And his name is the Librarian. Sorry, I don't know why I just stuttered there for no reason. His name is the Librarian, and you are going to be meeting him very soon. There is actually something that is going to be happening in the main story that you guys will be able to meet him. And so in the library, which I am going to be building in Sanctuary, there is a number of books. Now, the Librarian is a character kind of similar to the Architect. He is, like, nobody knows how old he is. He's always been there. like people throughout the ages have actually like written about him, but he's very, very secretive, so you don't get to like just be like, okay, I want to come talk to the librarian. Like, he only speaks to you if he wants to. And but he has this collection of books, and these books actually write themselves, and they are basically learning about everything that is happening in the world. So there was I think in like episode, I want to say like 5 or something like that, they talked about the librarian. And so he has these books, they write themselves. Some of them are just like, learning about love, and other ones are learning about happiness, and they're all learning about these like different emotions and stuff. But some of them are not so friendly. And so some of them are learning about evil. They're learning about all of the things in the world that are basically, just emotions. And they want to know everything. And that's their main purpose. Their main purpose is to just learn. And so they will do that almost at any cost. And so the book that the guy who owns the inn acquired is the book for fear. And we don't know how it ended up out here. We will find that out as the story progresses. But it is out here teaching itself about fear, not caring about all of the people that are out here. So it's going to be a fun one. What we really want to do with Scorn's story is we want to make it about fear. So it's going to be the different fears that people, share. We're trying to stay within common fear. So I'm not going with like some really, really specific like fear, that, oh, this one person has this fear, like, was it, what is it called? Acrophobia or something like that. It's the fear of ducks. I don't remember what it's called, but it's hilarious. But yeah, like, there's not like the fear of ducks going on or anything. This is going to be like fears that kind of everyone has. And I think it's going to be really cool. I think Foxy's going to do some really, really interesting things with that. And I think it's going to be a cool story, and it's going to be something a little different for the story, which is also really, really cool. I like that. And those look like they'll be fantastic buildings right there. I'm going to do a little building here, a couple little buildings there, over there. And yeah, like I said, I'm just trying to lay out like where everything's going to go, because this is getting a little chaotic, but it's supposed to be. But yeah, that's the story that's going to be happening with Scorn, and I'm really, really, really looking forward to seeing what Foxy can come up with for that. So, other things to talk about. So Sanctuary is going to have its first story coming up, and that is actually going to be, Lieutenant Ash is going to be part of that, and then we are actually introducing a new character as well, and I'm really excited about that too. The reason I bring it up is we actually are about to launch the Sanctuary merchandise. I know everybody's like, oh, he's talking about merchandise, but, whatever. That's how I pay my co-writers. Honestly, like, I split the money made on merchandise with my co-writers. That's how I can thank them at least as much as I can. So the more merchandise that's sold, the more my co-writers split. So get to merchandise. So we're going to be launching that. It is being done, the logo has been done by Psycho Pacifist, who is the person who did my new channel logo. So if you guys see the new owl, that is actually her. And she is fantastic. I just did a Follow Friday for her. When you're looking for commission artists, there are really specific things that you try to look for. One of them is an artist who is not going to get irritated at edits. I have actually seen artists and had friends who have used artists that get super irritated when you have to do an edit. What that means is you don't like something that they did, and some artists are good and they will just be like, okay, well, let's figure out what you don't like and let's fix it. Other artists get super frustrated with that, and they get irritated that you, don't think their work is good enough or something like that. These are usually people who are not really looking for like commission. Well, like they're looking for commission art, but they don't understand what, you know, being an artist actually means, and having your customer be, you know, the person that you're doing all of that stuff for. And they are right. It doesn't matter what your, you know, artistic vision of the piece is. If they don't like it, then that's the problem. They have to like it. I'm not an artist myself, but I married into a family of professional artists who have done this for 45 years. They do practical art, so they do stained glass windows, they do benches, things that people actually use. And they work like going for cities and stuff like that. Like they have to talk to massive like people. So it's not just like a random YouTuber. This is like, hey, I need to come before a city commission and, you know, do all of this work. And so I do have a little bit of at least knowledge about it. But as far as Psychopacifist, she has been fantastic. Any edit I had, she didn't ask any questions. She asked questions about the art, but she didn't ask why I wanted anything done. She was just like, okay, you don't like it, what do I need to change? And that is something you really want in a commissioned artist. Another thing that is absolutely fantastic, she would show me screenshots of the progression. So she would do like, hey, this is the sketches I'm drawing of your idea, and then she would start showing me the first little like digital edits that were being done. I can't tell you enough how amazing that is. So many people like, okay, I kind of want this, and then they just hide what they're doing until the very end, and it makes you feel pressured into buying it just because it's done. So I'm really excited about her being involved with this, and I plan on using her for probably the rest of the merchandise equipment as well. So we are doing Sanctuary's launch probably sometime this like upcoming next week, sometime during the week. I'm really excited. It's super cool. We also still have the Scorn, so if you want Scorn, that merchandise is still up. I actually have a storefront that is listed down below. The merchandise is actually for Scorn, is this symbol. It's a really cool logo done by my friend Pixelbrew. He's a fantastic artist as well, but he's very busy, very busy. So we have that, and we also have Evergreen, and Evergreen was actually something that I did, and I had help from Chian and from Conniption Fit, who are both the writers for Evergreen. So just to let you guys know, those are up as well, and everything's going to be listed down below in the storefront. So if you want some merchandise, go check it out. It's how I can say thank you to my co-writers, and so it means a lot to me when I'm able to do that. So that is everything that's going on. Oh my goodness, we have so much going on. I also move next weekend, so you guys are going to see this episode the following weekend. I will be moving. I am not moving like cities or anything. I am moving in town, but it is going to take me 3 days worth of moving everything out. What I'm going to try to do is I'm trying to get another episode done within the week, so you guys have the actual episode. I have the voiceovers. I just need to put it all together, so that's not too bad to be able to do. But guys, I think that's gonna do it for Scorn. Like I said, I'm kind of just trying to lay things out. This place looks really busy, but a lot of it's like foliage and like all the walkways and stuff like that, which I still need to perfect in general. We have the really big inn out here. There is a really nice like entryway in this place, but like as far as houses, there's like what, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a whole little community thing. There's another one down there. There's a couple little places in here. We have Mima Sheeran's over here. That is out there. Yeah, that building out there. We've got the butcher over there. We've got a couple of towers, and we have the Witch's Coven's place there. So there's a couple of things that need to be done around here still. I need to do some more warehouse stuff. I need to do some more like the fishery, and I want to give Celine her own house as well. I think that would actually do okay, because like this building is definitely the home of the Witch's Coven, but as far as actual living space, there's not a whole lot here. This is an entire like walkway, so this is actually a full-on stairwell in here, which I really love. It looks super cool going up and down here. And I need to do something on the roof as well. I have like, there was a bunch of fire up here, but I think I'm going to put in like a big old cauldron. I think Klatos had actually said something about doing that not years ago, but a while back. And then I have to finish the shopping thing over here and put in a bunch of other stuff. So this place is fun. I enjoy it. I think Scorn is one of the cooler builds that I've done ever. I like that there's kind of a little bit of chaos here, and that just makes me feel good. So anyway, guys, I think that is going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please remember to like, share, subscribe. Like I've said before, this is probably my least popular series on my channel, but it is the one that I'm the most passionate about. Everything about this I love so much. I love this project. I love the people that are involved in this project. I love having all of the voice actors come in. I love having my co-writers here. They're co-workers. And just everything about it. So make sure you guys are putting this one out there, and please check out down below. You've got all the co-writers, all of the people who do like tons of work into this project. This is not just a me project. This is a bunch of people all involved together. And I hate being the dude who says this, but go check out like the merchandise. At least check it out, see what you can do. It is, like I said, it is my thing that I can do to like give my co-writer something aside from, hey, they wrote this. So eventually at some point I hope that is something that benefits them like more than, you know, just like a couple of bucks. So just go check that out, and we split that completely all the way. I take exactly the same amount they do, and my Stories from Home writer is also actually involved in that as well. The Wing Champ, she's my Stories from Home lead, so she actually gets a percentage of that as well. So go check that out. Thank you again to Foxy for the awesome writing in the beginning of this, and I can't wait to see more of this. And thank you so much to Nero. You will have more narrations coming, and I love your evil laugh. It is so good. So guys, all right, thank you so much, and yeah, we'll see you in the next episode of Home. All right, I'll see you later. Bye bye.